Shit.
So Valerie, congrats on the performance. What an awesome performance. You seem so happy up there. I mean, we heard you running around yelling, I'm still going to post TikToks. I'm still going to post Instagram.
Still going to post TikToks. So I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, so that made it personal, her comments earlier.
Of course it made it personal. I just didn't answer her. I didn't lower myself to her. I waited till the chance I got to fight when I was healthy so I could shut her mouth.
And so, all week you've had your sister along with you. I mean, yes. How special is it? We heard her in your corner. How special is it to have her along for the ride here?
You know what? When I found out I was going to fight in the first Bellator card during quarantine, I couldn't have barely any corners, just 2 corners. My family always comes with me. And I go, I can't do this without somebody in my family. My sister and I have been training partners since we were 3 years old under my father. I would coach her in tournaments. She would coach me. My sister knows me better than anyone else. And this fight week, we had so much fun. We went shopping. We chilled. We went and we cut weight together at the gym. My sister is in peak shape too. She's an amazing training partner. And just having my sister with me made this experience what it is. And I'm just so blessed to have her. She's my assistant. She's my other manager. Abraham's my manager. She's my land manager. She runs my social media. She's amazing.
And so last for me, what would Jorge Masvidal be saying to you right now?
I brought the first win home for the Cubans. He told me before I left, I go, I promise I'm going to make you proud. He couldn't do it, but I did it. Thank you to Jesus Gallo, Elite Athlete Performance, George, Charlie, Wonky, American Top Team, Steve Bruno, Mo. That's my team. I moved back to Miami for my team.
And the clock was winding down there when you dropped her. Was there any hesitation? I know sometimes I think in fighters' minds, like, oh, the clock's winding down, but you just went for the kill there.
Let me tell you something. This girl, every single day of quarantine, I thought about her face. The moment I get to punch her like that, extremely necessary, like George would tell me. I don't stop for anything. I don't care if it was 5 seconds left or there was 1 second left. I hit her 50 million times until she can't get up.
And I noticed you kind of let out a scream towards her at the end there. But you ultimately did shake hands. Was it kind of tough to kind of keep that composure?
Let me tell you something. I'm a master in Taekwondo. I've always been professional until this girl. I can't be professional with that girl when you're telling me I'm being demoralizing to the sport. But you know what? Look at all the girls who look like me, who dance, who want to defend themselves, who are now going to be in MMA because I'm an inspiration to them and they're not scared. That's what I stand for, not what she does.
Congratulations on the big win, Valerie.
Thank
I gotta ask, what do you want next from Bellator in terms of a fight? You got anybody in mind, or
whatever Bellator my manager tells me? I'm just so happy.
I gotta ask, I mean, just from the way you're reacting, is this so far like the most important win that you've had so far in your pro career?
No, Mohegan Sun, I made my debut here. And I told everybody this week, I'm going to repeat history. I feel it. I know I'm going to knock her out. I was super nervous this morning. I was thinking, Valerie, why do you do this? Why do you get yourself into this? This girl was jacked, huge. I have little arms and a big butt. What are you doing? You can't do this. My sister, my team told me, Valerie, you do camps with Joanna. You train with most high level and you're competitive with them. Every round with them is toe-to-toe. You need to trust yourself. And it wasn't that I didn't believe in myself. I didn't trust the proof, what I've done previously in my Taekwondo career and what I've done now with Bellator.
Congratulations on the win. I think it's safe to say this is the most gratifying win of your career. How are you going to celebrate tonight?
I'm going to drink wine. Right now, I have 3 bottles of wine waiting for me in the room. I'm going to put on a cute outfit, take pretty pictures, and get drunk with my sister.
How active would you like to stay throughout the rest of this year in 2021? When can your fans, I guess, expect to see you back in the cage?
2-3 more fights. I had the opportunity to fight today, and a lot of fighters don't. So I know it's fair to give everybody an opportunity. So whenever Bellator tells me to go, I'm ready. I'm going back to the gym. Tomorrow I get to Miami. At 8 and 11, I'll be at Gallo's in Miami. I love him. He did my conditioning to this fight. I was active the whole round. Had to do 50 million laps around the ring because she was trying to clinch me the whole time. My defense was circle, so she can't take you down. Throw. She clinched me. I got out of it. I have amazing clinch work. No one's seen that until today. I'm extremely powerful in the clinch. I'm glad I showed a little bit. Even though she didn't take me down, I'm happy I showed more diverse in MMA. I think if I threw three kicks, it was a lot.
We're going to take a couple questions from the internet. We'll start with Mark Piocos. Your line is live.
Thanks. Thank you. First of all, were you surprised how aggressive she was in that first round?
No, I was expecting her to rush in like that, like a dog the whole time. And our game plan was circle to the right, away from her right hands, counter throw fast. I didn't want to kick because she was so close to my distance that I knew if I kicked, she was going to catch my leg and take me down. So I just decided to box, and my finger hurts a little bit.
And with that in mind, I mean, were you expecting to kick a lot more during this fight, or were you really working on your hands for this fight?
I thought that I was going to knock her out with a double kick to the head, a taekwondo thing. But real quick, I realized I couldn't do this in this fight because she was coming forward too much. Taekwondo, I use it. I throw hands first. When they're backing up, I kick. But this girl, she was coming forward too much. I'm like, you know what? I have to box. I have to be a dog. I have to stay in the range, which is my favorite thing to do in a fight. Stay like close range and just throw down.
Our next question comes from Giancarlo Aulino.
Hi, Valerie. Congrats on the win. You mentioned Ioana, the training camp you did with her. Was there something you picked up from her and training with her that really helped you in preparation for this fight?
Championship mindset. There's not one athlete in the world that I relate to more than Joanna. Her and I train the same way. We could die training, but we know we're simulating what we're doing in a fight and we don't back down. Joanna told me, you're going to be champ, Valerie. Learn from me. You're next. I'm done soon. You're going to be next. I feel it. You're going to be champ. Just stay focused and don't listen to what anybody says about you. And that's what I did today. And I'm 3-0 right now for Bellator.
And final question for me, Valerie. There was no fans in attendance, so did that have any effect on you in your performance, or like just thinking about the fight tonight, walking in and seeing that it was just you're gonna hear everything
in Taekwondo? I have fought my whole life at U.S. Opens, at Nationals, at Pan Americans, at a World Championship, etc., where there's barely any fans. You know, Taekwondo doesn't get that same recognition. And my favorite cut man told me before going in, Valerie, you and I are most accustomed to this than anybody else because we have fought high-level taekwondo, karate, whatever it may be, where there's barely any fans. This simulates that. And just like that, I went in. It was actually fun and no pressure. I could see my sister, Mo and Steve. It felt very personal. And I could perform under the lights and no fans the same way. And I'm grateful for Bellator for making it so beautiful. Their production is the best of the best.
Live.
Hi, Valerie. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I want to get your thoughts on the stoppage there. Obviously, you dropped her, and I know you got on top with the ground and pound, but, you know, obviously the time kind of ran out there, and there's a little bit of confusion for a couple seconds as whether the round was over, the fight was over. I was just wondering your thoughts on what happened there.
I knew the fight was over because that girl's eyes were white, and there was no way that she would get up. I haven't even seen the replay of the knockout. I wish I could see it. So I don't really know. I think it was an overhand or something. And I know it's the end of the round. I know I hit her ratchet like I do my first debut as many times as I could until the ref had no option than to stop it.
And then, Valerie, it's the last thing from me. When I was watching this fight, it seemed to me like midway through that second round is where you kind of really turned it on there. You started to land a lot of really clean shots there. Did you kind of feel that out there, too, that midway through the second round you were starting to get the better of her and the finish was coming?
My coaches told me, Valerie, everything you're hitting her with is hurting her. And she's a big girl, right? So I didn't think, I knew I could knock her out with my kicks, but with my hands, I don't know. I know I have hard knockout power punch, but no one believes me until today. So I saw her slowing down. I knew everything I was hitting her with was hurting. And she was coming forward like a dog. So in the last 30 seconds, I go, you know what? I'm just going to throw her as hard as I can to see what happens, like I did with Colby. That's the same thing I did with Colby. I just came forward with all my power and knocked her out like I just did.
Valerie, great performance.
Our next question comes from Kevin Varghese.
Hey, Valerie, big fan. Congrats on the win. Listen, you silenced a lot of doubters this time with your statement victory. I can't say I'm really happy that you did because, you know, a lot of these people just talk from just, you know, nonsense. How do you feel right now? You know, you're a rising contender. What part of your game do you think you need to improve on so that you can say, hey, I'm improving on this aspect of my game, and I think I'm ready for to be a number one contender or even to be champion.
I think that I proved a lot of people wrong, but who I proved the most to what the caliber of athlete I am is to myself. I needed this win for myself and for my confidence because it's been a year and 6 months I haven't fought in the cage. So this win was for myself. But I feel like I'm an amazing boxer. I'm an amazing kicker. I could be an amazing Muay Thai. I'm an amazing wrestler because I train with all the wrestlers in Miami. The only place I think I need a little work is my jiu-jitsu because there's a lot of technique and I'm very hard-headed. So I just want to throw hard and I get caught sometimes. But jiu-jitsu is where I need the most improvement. But I think at Bellator's pace and my manager's pace for Stone Management, I'll make the right decision.
All right, couple more. We'll go to Connor Northrup.
Hey, Valerie, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I know pre-fight you said initially you were unhappy last summer with not being able to finish that fight. So being here almost a year later, how satisfying was it to get this done before the judges?
Oh my God, it was just so satisfying because this girl has been talking crap about me for so long. Okay, so long. And I didn't answer her once. My manager told me something, Valerie, don't reply to her. Don't make her famous. You know who you are. I stood by that. And I waited till I got this opportunity to destroy her face. So this was definitely the most satisfying win so far because every other girl has been decent with me, although I know they all want to take my head off, but this girl was disrespectful and she said I was demoralizing. Well, I just demoralized her face.
All right, Matthew Putterman, your line is live.
Hey, congrats on the win, Valerie. My first question is to you. Where do you see yourself here in the next 5 years in your MMA career?
I'm going to be champ, and then I'm going to go to Hollywood, and I'm going to do every single movie and music video. I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to go into music. I'm going to go into film. My dad was an actor, and I want to be a commentator for Bellator one day.
Definitely. My last question is for you. What is your why? Like, why do you fight?
I fight because I had a very different upbringing, and I've always had something within myself telling me that, Valerie, you're meant to be a star. Stay focused. I didn't have the same elementary experience, high school experience. I was homeschooled for the Olympics. I've always had a bigger dream for myself and a plan and a vision. And I know God gave me that talent to not get distracted. So I know I was meant to be someone in this world. I know I was meant to be worldwide. And I know I'm meant to be an example to other young girls that you could be beautiful, you could be elegant, you could be girly girl, you could have your nails done and your eyelashes done and still knock out girls like I just did.
Last question from Randall Folks.
All right, I'm going to make it short and sweet so you can get out of here and go enjoy this victory with your sister.
Thank you.
You had a super strong performance. There's always room for growth. What can you take from this performance that you'll be working on once you get back in the gym?
I just think I was purposely circling a lot. If it were up to me, I would stay in the pocket and throw down. But that's me not being a smart fighter. That's not me fighting to win. So I listened to my coach's game plan. But if there's one thing I would do better for the next fight is just move my head more because she hit me like 1 or 2 times, and I want my face to last me for the rest of my career. So I need to learn to move my head more and I was very patient, and usually I'm not patient. No, I think I did a lot of good things, and I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah, it was a beautiful performance, and we can't wait to see you again.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Valerie. Congratulations.